Fact 1. A baby owl is called an owlet. Upon hatching, the female owl will typically sit or brood on her newborn owlets to keep them warm. The mother will also hunt for food and feed the owlets until they are old enough to fend for themselves. Typically, newborns nest for 6 weeks and take their first flight when they are around 7 to 8 weeks old. By the time the autumn season rolls around, most parents finish raising their families, with their children considered full-grown owls. Fact 2. The Court of Owls is a fictional organized crime group. This fictional crime group exists in the DC superhero Batman's universe in Gotham City. The crime group was first introduced in the comics in 2011 as part of the Robin War storyline. Since then, the crime group has been mentioned in the comics numerous times and is considered to be one of the biggest crime groups in the comics. Fact 3. Owls come in 2 main categories. All owl species belong to 2 groups, the Titanidae and Strigidae. Typical owls fall under the Strigidae group, while barn owls classify under the Titanidae group. Generally, the Strigidae group contains around 224 species of owls, while the Titanidae family only has around 20. The main difference between the two can be seen in the shapes of their faces. Barn owls typically have heart-shaped faces, while regular owls have rounder ones. Fact 4. Most of an owl's legs are hidden. Although owls look stocky at first glance, they actually have incredibly long legs hidden by their plump bodies. The full length of an owl's legs can't usually be seen unless its body is lifted higher or when its legs drop down during flight. Fact 5. Owls do not build their nests. More commonly, an owl will take a nest left by a different bird to lay eggs. The female owl would also take scraps of debris and other materials to make the nest sturdier and softer for its eggs. Around 90% of barn owls will nest once a year, while the remaining 10% will nest twice. However, more commonly, an owl never uses the same nest twice. Fact 6. Owls will molt their feathers at least once a year. Owls molt their feathers to replace old and damaged ones. The molting process for owls takes around 3 months to complete and happens simultaneously all over its body. Owls also have molting patterns that allow them to mold different layers of feathers at a time. Fact 7. The owl's hoot has several uses. Owl's hoot is a primary communication with other owls. However, research has shown that owls also do this to claim their territory and warn others of its presence. This way, the hoot prevents intruders from entering their territory. Fact 8. Owls have around 14 vertebrates in their neck. Humans and usual birds have around 7 vertebrates found in their neck. However, owls have double the amount. The extra vertebrates in their neck gives owls a wider range of motion, with the ability to rotate their heads 270 degrees. Fact 9. An owl's eye color indicates its hunting preferences. An owl's eye color is an evolutionary trait that allows them to blend in with their surroundings when hunting. That said, owls with dark brown eye color indicates that they prefer to hunt during the night. Additionally, owls with orange eyes actively hunt during twilight. Owls with yellow eyes indicate that they are diurnal or stay active during the day. Fact 10. Owls have 3 eyelids. The owl's upper eyelid closes downwards when it blinks. Meanwhile, the lower eyelid closes when the owl is sleeping. Lastly, the third eyelid of the owl is referred to as the nictitating membrane, which protects the eye from dust and keeps it moist. Fact 11. Throughout the films, Harry Potter's owl Hedwig was played by 7 different owls. The main owl that took on the role was a trained owl named Gizmo. Much like any seasoned actor, Gizmo had different owl doubles. Among these owl extras were Casper, Oops, Swoops, Oh-Oh, Elmo, and Bandit. The Harry Potter film series features many different owl breeds as companions to the supporting characters. Fact 12. The earliest depiction of owls dates back to 30,000 years ago. The earliest instance of owls featured in art was found as an image of a long-eared owl etched onto the Chauvet cave in France. The piece was found in the second section of the cave separate from the first chamber section. Fact 13. The eyes of an owl take up most of the space in its head. Aside from their distinct hoot, an owl's most notable characteristic is its large eyes. As expected, an owl's eyes take up most of the space in their skulls. Female owls typically have larger and heavier eyes compared to the males of their species. To further illustrate, the eyes of a great horned owl weigh around 25.7 grams together, or as heavy as a golf ball. Fact 14. The great horned owl can curl its talons with incredible strength. The great horned owl can clamp its talons with a force of around 300 pounds per square inch. If you have a hard time picturing that, this force is as powerful as the strongest human bite. Great horned owls use these talons to latch onto their prey and keep them from escaping. With its force, the owl can instantly crush and devour its prey. How's that for terrifying owl facts? Fact 15. In the Harry Potter world, owls are used as the main means of communication. Not only do owls serve as a common pet in the wizarding world of Harry Potter, but they also serve as messenger birds. Throughout the films, owls can be seen flying to different wizards to deliver messages tucked into a compartment they wear on their legs. The Harry Potter universe also has an owl postal service where many different breeds of owls deliver letters and small packages to the receiver. Fact 16. Not all species of owls can hoot. Unlike regular owls, barn owls do not hoot. Instead, these owls are known to communicate with each other through screams. Barn owls also make hissing noises at intruders and predators who attempt to disturb its nest. These sounds will last anywhere between 2 to 4 seconds long. Definitely one of the more interesting owl facts. Fact 17. A group of owls can be called by many names. While a group of owls is more commonly known as a parliament, other names can also apply. These include the terms Congress and the lesser-used term, state. Some also refer to a group of owls as a flock. Fact 18. Shakespeare once described an owl as a fatal bellman. In his play Macbeth, Shakespeare depicted owls as messengers of death. Generally speaking, a bellman's job to ring the parish bell when someone is near death. This was also referred to as the passing bell that signals its hearers to pray for the soul of the dying person. Fact 19. Owls are said to be incredibly intelligent. In ancient Greek, owls were considered symbols of wisdom and focus. Over time, this belief continued into modern practice. In modern behavioral science, it is believed that those who stay up at night are called night owls. Research has also found that these people tend to be more intelligent than early birds. Fact 20. It is illegal to keep an owl as a pet in the United States. The U.S. government only allows a person to keep an owl as a pet after they complete training and acquire a proper license. However, more places in the world prohibits the domestication of owls. These laws are established to prevent the extinction of certain owl species in the world. Fact 21. In 2300 BC, the goddess of death Lilitu was depicted with owl-like features. In ancient Mesopotamian myths, the goddess of death was represented with owl-like features such as talons, feet, and feathery wings. The image of Lilitu often portrays her nude with owl features and horns. Fact 22. Owls represented Athena in ancient Greece. In Greek mythology, the owl of Athena is commonly found on the shoulder of the goddess. According to the lore, this owl revealed the truth of the world to Athena and gave her wisdom. Some also believe that because Athena is the goddess of wisdom, it is only fitting that one of her symbols is associated with the owl. The owl also represents Athena's ability to see what others cannot, hence making her wiser. Fact 23. The American animated series Owl House first aired on January 10, 2020. The series follows the protagonist Luz, who gets transported to another world filled with magic. During her introduction to the world, she befriends a witch and becomes her apprentice in sorcery. This witch is known as Ida the Owl Witch, infamous for her crimes and mischief. Fact 24. Some ancient Roman carvings depict Jews as owls. The ancient carvings show Jews in the form of owls and are mobbed by several flocks of doves or sparrows. These birds represent the overwhelming population of Christians who do not share similar views in terms of religion. Fact 25. Owls are commonly associated with witchcraft in parts of South Africa. In the country of South Africa, owls commonly symbolize death and witchcraft. This is because owls naturally have nocturnal habits that associates them with mystery and suspicion. Many ancient beliefs also assigned owls as the pets and servants of witches and sorcerers. In traditional medicine, body parts from owls are often used as a common ingredient. Fact 26. Owls are incredibly difficult to train. Many pet owners who keep owls find it difficult to train owls properly. This is mainly due to the bird's nocturnal nature, which makes them less active during the day. Fact 27. The owl of Harry Potter shares its name with two famous saints. Harry's pet owl owes its name to Saint Hedwig of Andechs, who was a former duchess. At the time, she was well known for her benevolence and compassionate nature. Another saint shares the same name, Saint Hedwig of Poland, who served as its queen until 1399. Additionally, Hedwig's death in Harry Potter symbolized the main character's loss of innocence and the beginning of his maturity. Fact 28. Owls have zygodactyl feet. Owl feet each has two toes that face forward and one toe that faces backward. However, unlike other bird species, owls can pivot their back toes forward to help them grip onto things. This back toe also helps them walk on trees and other surfaces without falling. Fact 29. In the Old Testament of Christianity, the word Lilith means screech owl. This refers to the ominous bird-like qualities of the Babylonian she-demon. For some, the biblical character Lilith was also known as the night hag and the night monster. Lilith is depicted to be evil in most iterations of the story, eventually banished to a desert wasteland to suffer. Fact 30. Some owls are diurnal. Of all owl species in the world, only two aren't nocturnal. These diurnal owls are known as the northern hawk owl and the northern Pygmy-Owl. Fact 31. The largest recorded owl is now extinct. The Ornithomegalonyx is Cuba's extinct giant owl. It is also the largest known recorded owl to ever exist. This owl was first discovered by Oscar Paulino Arredondo de la Mata, otherwise known as the father of Cuban vertebrate paleontology. Remains of this bird were first found as subfossils during 1954. Fact 32. Research has shown that owls are one of the oldest types of birds. Owls are considered to be the earliest and oldest of bird species due to the proven existence of prehistoric birds that share similar traits. These include ancient birds such as the Beroornis and the Ogygoptynx that lived over 60 million years ago. This makes owls one of the most ancient types of birds, along with chickens, pheasants, and turkeys. Fact 33. An owl's eyeballs are not ball-shaped at all. Contrary to popular belief, the eyes of an owl are not round at all. Instead, their eyes are tube-shaped or more cylindrical. Unlike humans and other animals, owls can't move their eyes inside their sockets. To see their surroundings, owls have to turn their heads instead of sideways or upside down. Fact 34. Owls have more black and white detecting rods in their eyes than color cones. This means that owls mostly see in black and white vision rather than color. Researchers have found that certain hues of color are too intense for owls to see, such as the color red. However, because of this, they are considered to have excellent night vision, which allows them to hunt better at night. Fact 35. There are around 220 owl species in the world. The majority of these owl species are categorized into the Strigidae family. These classifications of owls also have different anatomy than the common barn owl. Fact 36. Barn owls eat an average of 1,000 mice a year. Many often use barn owls as a form of pest control from small insects and mammals such as mice. When owls hunt for small mammals, they swallow them whole in one piece. On average, owls can eat around 12 mice per night. How's that for practical owl facts? Fact 37. The ears of an owl are asymmetrical. One ear of the owl will always be higher than the other to help them locate their prey at night. Most of an owl's hearing receptors are also found in their brain. However, because their ears are not aligned, they will often hear sounds at two different times. This feature is a unique development attained by owls through evolution. Fact 38. Nearly 33% of the world's owl population are endangered or at risk. This is mostly caused by the loss of their habitats from deforestation. Its population also grows smaller due to hunting problems and certain illnesses inherent to owls. Because they lose their habitats, they also lose their major food source, threatening the overall ecology. Fact 39. The smallest owl in the world stands 5 inches tall. True to its namesake, the elf owl only grows to a mere 5 inches tall. This owl species only hunts for small insects and spiders as its main food source. Elf owls typically live in woodlands and desert cactus habitats located in southern Arizona. Fact 40. Owls have the best night vision compared to any other animal on Earth. During the night, it is said that the owl has great vision much similar to that of an eagle. Their eyes also have a reflective surface behind their retinas. This surface is known as the tapetum lucidum.